What a way to come back, huh?
What the fuck? It, worked?
I mean, here's the thing. It worked. Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Deathloop, where this week, it would seem we are maybe finally actually in the game. Like, I think we actually have all the mechanics now. Well, give me my gun. You know, I wasn't really thinking about it, knowing that we were going to bring one thing back. Like, I don't know that this would have been the thing I had chosen if I had really had that choice to make, but honestly, I'm pretty happy with it, because this...
Oh, yeah! It actually worked! Who's the super scientist now? Ah! You and me, baby. Together forever.
Yep, that's what it means to be a scientist.
Until I break this loop.
But this weapon is so good and versatile, it's going to help us get everything else back so much that honestly, this was probably the right thing to carry over if we were going to carry one thing. All right, let's go do the thing. Let's go.
Well, what should I call you? Mr. Gun feels a bit, formal.
Well, also, this gun's a lady.
Gunter, Gunnislav. Maybe the machine.
This gun is a woman. I can tell. Oh.
Why does it feel like I'm more here? Shit makes no sense.
Okay, so we don't need anything to absorb. It's not bad. We don't need anything to absorb residual. We don't need to like go get the barrel from Wenji's lab or anything. Now we can just drink it right up. That's cool.
Home sweet Havel.
I have no idea if this is like a meaningful amount of residuum. So we don't need to... The double jump trinket is not something we need to infuse, because we're always going to wake up next to it, right? I'm also not really sure, like... Oh, do I need to... Yep. I remember video games. You know, it's been a whole weekend.
That seems kind of like a laxative.
But it's not clear to me whether the residuum cost that lets me keep things is going to be like permanent, or if it's like each loop I have to pay for each thing I want to keep. Then it may be the case that we're still going to end up, you know, swapping things out and losing things here and there. I guess we will find out.
Mini Colt. Nah, Colt Jr.? Now that has a ring to it. It's too self-involved. Colt second. Yeah! Colt 2! Colt squared! Why the fuck am I naming this gun after me?
Colt the Lesser is not bad though, right?
Our head of security is a fucking traitor. He's got a head
Colt
start,
the
so
Younger?
drop whatever or whomever you're doing. Pick up a weapon and get ready to kill. Because if you don't, it's over for everyone.
Wait. Okay. I pressed F on that slab and he didn't do the equipping animation. I got real nervous. I'm sure it picked up. Like I do want that slab. I do care about that a little bit. So, over the weekend, I played just a little bit of Julianna. I was just curious. I got in and I thought, you know, I could record this, but also, what if I didn't? I don't know if y'all know this, but recording and stuff, it's stressful. And also, my throat was all torn up this weekend. I was very sick. So I did that off camera. It seems like you don't really earn anything except cosmetics that, you know, is like super relevant. But that does mean that I earned us a new outfit, and I have not looked at it yet. So why don't we just have a quick look? With the power of infusion, we don't need Wenji's tools. Yeah, my hand is a magical infuser now. All right. Collect residuum by hand is precisely how we will be doing so. Harvest it from shimmering visitor objects across Black Reef. Can I say, I think this is so much more annoying than it would be if they had put all of the text in one larger box. Why does it need to be at least three at this point, separate dialogues with separate progression button presses? It's a very strange choice. Oh yeah, get things from things. You drop your residuum when you die, but you can do a corpse run. Listen, I played EverQuest. I know what's up. Don't tell me to access the loadout. I was gonna go to the loadout. All right, so we got this 3,500 residuum. Colt finds a few visitor objects on the beach, so you begin each loop with some residuum. Not enough to infuse your gun, but many items contain residuum, and we can break stuff down for trinkets, sure. Or we can break stuff down for materials. Okay, that's like that's almost the same as finding an item in the world. Everything Colt can find on the beach, shock absorber included, will return to your arsenal at the start of every loop. Right, that makes sense. So it didn't let me mark it for sacrifice with the previous thing up. I had to hit next and then mark it for sacrifice. Again, this sucks so much. All right, sacrificed it. Yes, no, I know how to go to the I know how to do the thing. Wait, this one? I don't want to infuse this one. So they just forced me to throw away all that residuum on a thing that no one could possibly ever want. That's fun. With the power of infusion in your hands, you can begin building an armory, which I thought we were already doing, but now I know, now we're doing it for real. Wenji didn't have a slab, but most of the other visionaries do. Kill them and take their slabs for your own. I would love to do that if you would just go away and let me play the game. So how is it marked that this is infused? Like, how would I know? It doesn't really have like any obvious indication on it, huh? Okay, so if I wanted to infuse this, hold on. That's one we've seen, but hold on a second. These we've seen before. Now it's just messing with me. If I wanted to infuse this thing, I'm not actually even allowed to mark it for infusion if I don't have enough. Like, it tells me how much I would gain if I sacrificed it. But because infusion and selection, oh right, I forgot. This game broadcasts the Steam Friends interface into the okay. Again, just, you know, a masterpiece of baffling decisions. So if I don't have enough residuum to infuse it, then I just don't get to know how much it would take, it seems like. That sucks and is bad design. There's just like a whole lot of holes in this UI, and they seem to be trying to plug them with just jamming dialogue boxes in there, but that's not going to work. These holes are not all square. I forgot. We were going to look at I got outfit. Oh, I got 2 outfits. Oh, I think this one's because I bought the game before it came out, maybe. This is the one I got. That's very bad. We're going to use it, but that's extremely bad. You know, I'm blending in. This is my stealth. Plus, you know, Julianna said that they're recognizing us because of our jacket. So what if we just take the jacket off? Right? Brilliant. Awesome. I love that. I do love that thing. Okay. So this one, why does this one have its residuum value in the tooltip, but the gun doesn't? Because that'd be like useful information. Huh. Very strange. Okay. Well, it is now morning. We know that a couple of visionaries are present in a couple of places. Have we ever even been to Carl's Bay? Yeah, maybe we should just go to Carl's Bay for that reason? So hold on. I thought I remembered it being the case that we killed Charlie Montague in the morning in Updom. Was it actually the second time period? I mean, it must have been, right? The shift slab. Yes, in fact it was. Okay. Well, shoot, let's go to Carl's Bay then. I really don't know anything about this place. Nor do I know anything about Harriet Morse. Plane crash survivor turned self-help author turned cult leader. Yeah, that makes sense. That's exactly the kind of person who would end up joining this project. So I guess let's go. I guess let's go to the thing. Oh right, this is where I leave you. I'll pick you back up in a second. You know, my computer's above the minimum requirements, but it's not at the recommended.
Julianna, I infuse myself a gun. Might infuse some trinkets. I might infuse a slab.
What's your point?
That I figured out how to infuse things.
This is the first time. When did you crack that shit on day 7?
Then why'd I have to do it again?
It's got something to do with memory. Stuff you can't recall just sort of slips away.
Fuck! Why do you even like this place?
Because it is amazing! It's the only amazing place in an entire world of shit. You'll see it eventually.
All I see is me one step closer to breaking this fucking...
You always come around, Colt. And that's when the real fun begins. So you just stay put, because Julianna...
Yeah, it seems like... Now hold on, we'll talk about her in a second. Who is this note from and who is this note to? Where the balls are you, man? We said before dawn. Well, what's that? Right there, in the sky. Oh, it's the fucking sun. That means it's past dawn. Anyway, I'm getting some bolt cutters and a pry bar. You see that plane? We're gonna wait until the water ice is up, then we're gonna heckin' crack it open. Oof, boy. I hate heckin'. Swing by this afternoon, and I swear, if you're not here, I'm gonna flip my fucking shit. Who is the person who casually says both heckin' and fucking? Like, the whole point of heckin' is that it's like adorable good boy speak, right? Did I just... I did walk sideways off of the level a little bit more than I intended to, and it does in fact look like I am probably not going to be able to get back to the level. I think a lot's going to come down to what happens when I try to like triangle jump around this wall. Okay, no, we made it. I'm fine. Everything's cool. So Julianna seems like she's operating on a whole different sort of like a different magnitude of looping than we are. That's bad. That's bad news. Speaking of Julianna, she is on the hunt, so we definitely just sent up a flare there. Oh, no bullets in this gun. Alright, everything's going extremely well so far. I don't know why I got my machete out. You don't need the machete to do that. Alright, we're just gonna fall back for a second and regroup, maybe find a little bit of health before I get myself completely splattered. Well, I mean, that's an interesting way, certainly. If not the way. It would be difficult to argue that it is not at least a way. I don't know. I'll pick it up because I have an empty slot, but I have a hard time imagining I would want to use a pistol over this beautiful thing here. So at this point, if I got dropped by Julianna, we'd be in like not a great overall position. Really need to get some residuum. I guess though, in a way, oh, yes. In a way, though, maybe getting killed right now would be the best thing for us in sort of like a long-term economic sense. Are you playing the guitar? Because we'd get back our starting residuum and it wouldn't get spent on a terrible gun that no one would ever want to infuse. I do think I like this thing better than the other shotgun.
I'm good.
Hey nerd, come up to my place in Updom around noon and see what Brodsky and Aeon Engineering cooked up for us. It's the perfect way to spend first day, if you know what I mean. My place in Updom around noon. But I mean, like... yeah, some Eternalists are up to something, and Updom really is all of the information you could possibly get from that. I mean... right, did I even really have a choice? Ugh. Good sightlines. Given our armaments right now, good sightlines is definitely better for Julianna than it is for us. So let's maybe get down in the muck here, where it's harder for her to see us from a distance. I don't even know what I'm doing, really. Like, I didn't have a plan. I just wanted to explore this place. It's entirely possible that Julianna will just be waiting for us at the antenna or something. And I saw, yep, glowies. How far am I from the antenna? Not very far.
Would it be like this? I want to spend eternity.
Why did she suddenly get quiet? So, from having played a tiny bit of Julianna, I now know that when Colt starts hacking the, that person is not shootable. When Colt starts hacking the antenna, Julianna gets an immediate notification. So if she's around here... Nope, that's not a person. Okay. I need to be somewhere else in a hurry. Might be time to switch strategies. Okay, she's on that roof. That's a bad news for me. I don't really have a way of fighting at that distance. This is not a good time for me. Ow. Apparently, she had mined that beach. So yeah, Julianna is going to have a pretty huge advantage on us here. Because I'm sure she is going to know the map and we don't. But we now have the somewhat advantage of having a sense of where she was. Obviously, that doesn't mean where she will still be. Okay. Oh, she gives herself away real quick, doesn't she? I don't have time for your bullshit right now. I think I only actually hit her once. That's pretty bad. Oh, bad work, me. Come on, come on, come on.
What have we got here?
Okay, it's becoming a whole thing. Just be wiggly. It's hard to shoot you if you're wiggly. This is the thing I've learned from a lot of first-person shooters. Ow! Fucking people who know the map a little bit. Fizz pop. I don't think I grabbed the fizz pop. That's just cans of beer. Big smiley, huh? Not sure I agree. Okay. Clearly, a person who was prepared. Some traps and some actual, like, pretty functional places there. You know what? That's pretty great. I actually like the stakes and the weight that adds to things. Also, it doesn't say Ruggy killed you with an explosion, but I bet that was Ruggy's explosive. Okay. Like I said, this may actually be the best thing that could happen. If it gives us back our starting our starting residuum. Obviously, we will have lost our slightly better weapon. No, we kept the suppressed one. So, maybe you just always keep the thing you were holding when the loop ends, even if you die. I mean, let's just go ahead and toss that thing right now, right? So I can sacrifice you. No value in sacrificing you. And then, yeah, also, right? Okay, got those two equipped. Yeah. Well, I don't feel like we learned very much. Let's go back to Carl's Bay. Now we know a little bit more.
I just killed you.
You did, technically, but you also didn't. It's kind of hard to explain without complex diagrams.
How many versions of you are there?
Versions, not really the right term. Don't worry. There's one me that you need to kill, but there's also other me's that will try to kill you. See?
So you're hiding from me now.
Never. I'm always here. You just can't remember where to look.
Okay, that didn't set anybody off immediately. Hangar 2.
Report if you see Colt. That's it.
These people should, like, stick together. I don't know that it would actually save them or dissuade me from shooting them or anything, but, you know, like, they'd have a better shot. But yeah, like, I think, realistically, man, I think the Julianna system is so good. And realistically, this is how it had to work, right? It had to be people. It couldn't be an AI. You couldn't make an AI that would feel right. You could have like a sort of a alien isolation xenomorph kind of thing that's functionally invincible, but like that can be driven off in certain instances, and that'll give you something that's a feeling, but it's not this feeling, right? So we're just gonna look around. We're gonna find Hangar 2. We're gonna see what's going on down there. I was seeing if I could just walk right up to him. Apparently you have to care at least a little bit about stealth if you want the free takedown. That said, Colt moves pretty fast while crouch walking. So one of the rules for the Julianna invasion is that you can only join in on somebody while they're within the first couple of minutes of being in the zone that they're in. Shit. I thought that was going to sweep back further by then.
Someone else can worry about that.
Which is to say that we're not going to get one at this point. I think she would have had to have shown up already.
Yeah, dead.
Gotta stay still.
Will you fucking shoot already? I'm trying to get high over here. Just fuck me up. No, no!
Are you kidding me? That was incredible.
It was pretty cool.
I threw this thing.
No way I could hit it twice.
I'll put him out of his misery already. It is a little whack that they go into their I was alerted by a sound behavior when they know what the sound was, but okay, so the gas is flammable. I wonder if that's the same gas as in the State Fair Spooky Funhouse area. But yeah, I think there's a lot of value in the Julianna system. Ooh, oh, maybe we did get one. That reload feels a lot longer when it's a person. All right, so apparently when they say a few minutes, they mean like it can be several minutes. How are you still alive? What the hell? Ow. Damn. The thing is, she's really wounded, so I really wanted to catch her before... Oh, phooey. Okay. Toxic and explosive. Damn it. Alright, well then I'll tell you what. We're just gonna leave as quickly as we can. And I mean, maybe she's just gonna kill me here. Maybe what she did was just run straight to this.
What?
Probably not strictly necessary. not what I wanted. Oh, that's not bullets. Those are bullets. Oh yeah, we're just gonna try to leave. That's my plan. She can be guarding the exits, one assumes, but she can only guard one of the two. So my thought is we just sprint, make for one of them at maximum speed. Okay, that's not a mine, it's just a light. Okay, not like a super productive first period here. But it does put a loss on that Julianna's record, and screw her. She's gonna just run away because her health got low. Alright, well, we got a gun, and we're gonna residuum it. That's something, I guess. I cannot believe she was still alive. She definitely was on some, like, ridiculously improved health kind of stuff. Oh, apparently this gun is not worth anything. Low enough quality probably is what it is. Like the effectively gray quality weapons are 0 value. Okay, we're learning. We're learning the ins and outs of the system. So now we could go get Shift. And I hate to not be going out and getting more information, but I would love to have Shift. If we only get to infuse one slab, that would be the one that I would want. Nexus is a lot of fun too, but Blink just feels so good. So we'll see if we can manage that. If we can successfully battle a Julianna or potentially get one to hurl herself from the castle. I sort of wonder, like, at the time, I immediately thought, oh, she was trying to climb something and she fell all clumsy-like. And that might be true. It might be that she was trying to just, like, get up on the roof. But it's also the case that I was being... Oh, hold on. Well, maybe it's just going to be fine this time? I forgot to pause the recording, but since we're already getting in-game sound, I wonder. No, I'm going to just leave it active. We'll see what happens. I do think it's possible that she was trying to climb up on top of the conditioned detachment thing, but also maybe she just got bored because I was actually being pretty sneaky.
So you finally decided to make nice and get with the program?
That looked like what I'm doing.
Just seems like you got cold feet back there. Didn't even kill anyone important.
Maybe that was the plan.
Like getting your nappy changed? Like sucking on your binky? Like being swaddled?
You don't get it.
Get this, asshole!
Alright, we got a Julianna again, but that's not necessarily a big deal. Maybe this is one we can handle a little bit better? Alright. God, I wish I had Shift. What is going on over there? That guy's in a shoving match with a person that we can't see. That's what's happening. Oh, he lost. But it seems pretty half-hearted, honestly. Well... she's not obviously over there. I mean, I don't think there's any particular reason that we have to start with the antenna. When we make for conditioned detachment, though, I have a feeling she's going to get the read on that. Sure. You know, at least it's a gun that uses another ammo type. footsteps. I'm hearing footsteps and it's making me nervous. Oh, it's just that. Not footsteps at all, it turns out. See, that person had something. There it is. Well. So conditioned detachment is totally this way, right? Alright, just looking for traps and stuff. I wonder if the physical size of the object affects how much it's worth? Because, like, that tire... Oh, we grabbed the tire already, right? Alright, so if we just stick to the left here.
Why do I remember this thing?
I don't actually know if that's enough to send up a flare for Julianna, like he alerted, but he didn't have time to do anything or, like, make a call. So I have no idea. I'll say this, once we're on conditioned detachment, if she knows, it's going to be hard to get back from it. So maybe that's a thing I should be concerned about. Oh, thank God. Okay.
I'm feeling just fine.
So we have a way to engage her if she decides she wants to do stuff at range. This is a commitment. A hell of a time getting back. Is there... Oh, maybe. Okay, so there's some secondary ledges and stuff. This is interesting. Am I getting that? Okay, so we don't actually have to stay in control or in line of sight. We have to be in line of sight to start the hack. I don't think that's a thing I knew before. That door's not usually open, right? Yeah, maybe she's been through here already. Alright, we're gonna go for conditioned detachment. We'll see what happens. I did not even consider using grenades before, but I probably should have. This is not actually that different. If she was standing, like, there, just looking down over the bridge, this would not help. Alright, the good news is, we know all about this place. We're basically conditioned detachment experts. Can I jump that high? Yes, if I don't catch myself on the lip.
See that down there?
That said, I don't think it does anything at all for us.
Can't see it?
Oh, yeah. First off, we just jumped. Dinah's at a fucking party.
Weird.
Okay, so...
That's what 2-bit told me.
Alright, so if we leave... My thinking here is that if we can leave up the bunch of people at the front, then maybe it'll be less obvious to Julianna what we're doing. I don't know if I can make that. probably gonna have to kill some people to get in, right? So the door's over there. My concern is that killing one of these is gonna set off everybody noticing, and then maybe not though. Yeah, everybody's kind of looking the other way. I'm just gonna go.
New player.
Damn it.
Hi! Your character is the Invader. A rousing choice. The Invader has proceeded to the underground cave.
I was hoping we had gotten past all the 2-bit areas.
And intoxicating. The whole time he's been here.
All right.
All right, so apologies. If I had a way of unplug this, does that stop the gas? It might have just been attached to this thing. So we could start a fire in there, but we don't have a way of starting a fire quietly at the moment. I wonder if there is a good way of starting a fire quietly, actually. Because, like, a grenade is the obvious way, right?
The Invader has proceeded to the planet's surface. It is hunting next victim.
By laser. First the Invader.
Okay. So I don't think the spiker makes any sense to get. Like, as long as we have this thing, right?
Okay. Visual IPO!
Shit. Well, that was definitely a visual ID call out. I'm sure the Julianna knows where we are now, or at least that we're over here, and thus that we have no way back. That sick bullet dodge. Very impressive.
The Invader has proceeded to the base complex. Defenses are compromised. Flush it out. The Invader has strike again. It is clandestine.
Well, I'd feel a lot better about that if we had shift already. I think mayhap the play is to just continue forward.
Should be shooting something. Snorting it.
Wait, I'm on the loop with my back.
Alright, so we're just gonna be real careful here. I think I missed her and I just hit the console next to her head there. Very shoddy work. I wonder how much residuum it takes to infuse a slab. I bet it's a lot. You know what? Let me toggle that grenade back around. This is not a thing I noticed last time.
What the? It talks.
2-bit system managed for conditioned detachments. A Master Charlie game.
Hi.
Captain, once break loop again? Better no kill Master Charlie.
You know I want to break the loop?
2-bit remembers last time
What last time?
Master Charlie made 2-bit with bioprocessor for ultra smart storage.
Is that a piece of brain?
Yeah, so, like I said, it's clearly the case that there was at least one other Cole who knew about the loops, who was able to actually make some progress along the road that we are currently progressing along. But something happened to him, and Julianna's been waiting for another one, but it's not 100% clear why. I don't necessarily entirely buy that she's just happy she has somebody to fight with again. She's leading us too much for that, right?
Repeat after me. I state your name.
I state your name.
I am about to perform I'm going to open your skull, Charlie.
Shit, Wengie. Let's laugh a little.
You asked me to remove the parts of your brain associated with empathy. Precautions are reasonable.
I, Charlie fucking Montague.
Being of sound mind and judgment.
Being of sound mind and judgment.
Do understand the risk of the surgery I'm about to undergo.
Do understand the risk of the surgery I am about to undergo.
And do fully absolve Dr. Wengie Evans of any consequences, unforeseen or other.
Whatever. I swear I won't get litigious.
Or violent.
Or violent.
Yeah, I don't think lawsuits are what she was worried about.
So, what do you do?
2-bit system managed for conditioned detachment. A Master Charlie game.
Uh-huh.
Also broadcasts to whole Black Ring through public address horns. Maybe you hear them.
They're my favorite. Got some new commands to try on you.
2-bit loves commands.
So, I remember overhearing there was a command we could give Charlie that was definitely, or a 2-bit that was definitely going to have some kind of big effect, but I do not remember what it was. This could just make everybody leave, and then maybe Charlie's going to come in here and see what the hell's going on, potentially? Let's try it.
So, 2-bit, I need you to evacuate the whole building.
Evacuate? Why don't get plenty?
I don't know. The invader brought a virus or something?
Twist plot. Master Charlie will sparkle hard. Warning. All personnel advised. Evacuation is go. Now exit building. I repeat. Now exit building.
So 2-bit remembers between loops, too. That's really interesting. We still haven't figured out exactly
Master Charlie.
what the significance of that is. It's not even all of the division areas necessarily seem to, right? Okay, maybe I was wrong. Maybe Charlie's not going to come and check what's going on. Feels like he ought to. Right, wouldn't you? Shit, I hit him, but he shifted before I finished him. Well...
The invader has proceeded to the in orbit.
Charlie! I'm gonna find you!
Oh man, him being aware and blinking around, this is gonna be such a nightmare. Right. Actually, maybe this is the right move here.
Don't get greedy, Colt.
It's not clear to me if he knows exactly where I am at the moment. He'd like a good shot. So he seems very clearly not to know where we are, right? All right. I came up here because I figured it would give me a better view of all of the platforms, but he's not just shifting around in here. Well, that one sounded close-ish. You know, as far as survival plans go, this is not a bad one. Like, he's probably not going to get to kill me, but he doesn't need to. He just needs to be safe until somebody shows up to save him, like Julianna. Alright. Change it back to this plan.
Master Charlie, dead. Too big and bad and just. I am wrong. I adapt next playthrough.
Alright, some of his stuff did fall down. Also, I'm pretty sure that I heard Julianna's voice there. I think she might be close. She might have actually responded to Charlie's call. I'm so paranoid right now. So we don't necessarily need to go over here, though, actually. Now that I think about it. I don't know that it makes sense to do that. We should just leave, right? Because we got what we came from. What we came for. And I guess if the evac worked, then the only things we're going to see in here are Julianna. Which is to say, we probably don't need to be using the small weapons. We are, at the moment, big game hunting. I'm a little leery of dropping down there because we don't have a good enough view of the area. Well, oh god. Okay. All right. So now that we're moving toward outside, I guess we gotta be at least a little bit sneaky again.
That's not good.
Yep, that's the thing I was worried about from before. Alright, well, I think there's a legitimate question as to whether Julianna would pursue us here on the back of these reports if she wasn't willing to do it earlier to save Charlie. Okay, that's a couple of them. I hate how much, like, just noise we're hearing. There's at least one still alive, 100% for sure. Wow. Okay. Shotguns. Where are you, my shotgunner? Obviously, I want to be very careful indeed until we locate that person. Because they could they can take me apart real quick. Wonder if they went inside. Let's take a quick peek. Alright, I don't know. Vanished. Well, I gotta tell you. Not feeling awesome about, having sacrificed a life before even fighting our sweet Julianna, who we know is still present on the loop. I guess I'm gonna try to go out this side way. I mean, she's not out there just watching. We have a little bit more mobility this time than we did last time, but still. Yeah, thank you, my own brain. Okay. So she's back there. Didn't get her. Okay. Well, she's moving fast. She's very havocked up for sure. That's not great. I don't really have a good strategy for this. And you know, if like Julianna players being better than me at the game turns out to be like a significant real progress block in the long term or something, we can always just turn off player Juliannas and have it only be the AI, which I imagine will make my life a little bit easier. She vacated. Probably under the bridge or something, right? Reckon I can hit a grenade that far? Probably not. She's still in the same spot. She didn't see that I'm still in the same spot, though. I do not have a good sense for how much health she has. Like, we caught her, I'm pretty sure, in the body with one of these. And it's a lot of damage, we know that, but we don't have a sense necessarily of how many more it will take. If she keeps stepping out and crouching at the exact same distance from the door, done. Oh, she's stationary and I just, like, did not click the head. Damn gun. Was that sound her? I don't know how she would have gotten over here that fast. But it does seem like we're not getting out of this without killing her, right? Oh. So yeah, she was causing a sound up and behind us somehow, but there's no way she could actually have been up there. Right? I don't think. I don't know what that sound would have been, though. All right, well, let's just give that one more shot. Let's go back to Carl's Bay in the morning and see if we can't learn something. Hold on. Okay, so I still have that. So it must have actually infused the good gun despite it not having. Yeah, it infused the good gun despite certainly the implication of the tutorial being that it was infusing the bad gun. Well, all right. Yeah, because there's no, weird, just. Okay, sorry about that. I had a real life interruption there. But I did go back and look at the video of the beginning of this episode just to make sure that I'm not crazy. And I'm totally not. It did show us infusing the other gun. Like, clearly this is the one that has been infused. And to be clear, thank you to Arkane for choosing to infuse the weapon that is good instead of the other one. But it definitely forced us to infuse the other one and showed us as having infused the other one. So that's a weird thing. Anyway, let's go ahead and give Carl's Bay here in the morning one more go. I believe it is the case that if we bring down Julianna, she's out for the rest of the loop, right? It's not like we won't encounter her at any of the other times of day either. So if I could just get one, if I could just do a good job one time here, that'd be all it takes to buy us a considerable amount of time to work. Gosh, I sure would like to have that shift trinket, or the shift slab infused. What do we know? We know shift, we know nexus, we know Julianna has one called Masquerade that lets her swap appearances with NPCs that I'm pretty sure Cole can't get, and obviously why would you use it?
How does it feel to be dead?
At least I left a pretty corpse.
Next time, focus less on the outfit and more on your situational awareness. Huh? What the fuck? No wonder she hates me. She misses all my best material.
It is weird that the voice lines seem to be assuming that we killed her instead of the other way around. Is very much not what is happening. I appreciate the game's assumption of competence on my part. It's just, undeserved. Deserved it.
Our first day of chaos is here. I will begin the opening ceremony momentarily in a very special guest. Listen and witness us being reborn.
So right now we're at like, above us. I knew I heard her. Oh, she warped me back inside my tunnels. Interesting. Anyway, what I was gonna say is, we should just go out the other way, right? At the moment, this is the hardest that dealing with Julianna's ever going to be, right? Let me just real quick see if she trapped the other doorway. Oh no, sorry, not this one. We could just leave though, that'd show her. So this one we got. Sounds like it. Wow. Didn't realize that she was allowed to... Alright, let's knife fight. This is fun. Ow, shit, boy. She's better at knife fighting than I am. I wonder if that's like a particular like setup of trinkets she's got there, or because that seems pretty powerful. And again, like I was saying, what I keep starting to say is this is the hardest this is ever going to be for us, because we are right now at the very bottom of the amount of equipment you can possibly take into a loop with you, right? There will never, as soon as we complete 1 day with infusion active, all of a sudden, every Julianna encounter we have forever for the rest of the game will be so much simpler, because we'll be coming into it with some armament. Right now, I effectively have no guns. Right, I just have this one thing that is very good for stealth, but apparently cannot kill Julianna even if you put 2 full magazines of it into her. So maybe...
Colt, watching you bleed really makes my day.
One time is luck, not skill.
One time you remember. And you said that same idiotic bullshit 100 times after. So, fuck you. At this point, it's skill.
Fuck your skill.
It might make sense to turn off player invasions until we get that first infused day, so that we're starting on a more, sort of a more level ground. Oh, cool. I'm stuck on the terrain. Geometry. Fucking, thank you.
Our first day of chaos is here. I will begin the opening ceremony momentarily in Hangar 2 with a very special guest. Listen and witness us being reborn.
I will say, I appreciate that person's aggressiveness quite a lot.
Don't need it.
I heard footsteps for sure. Oh, but yeah, it's probably just people down there. Okay. All we need to do is survive 1 day with infusion up, and really that means all we have to do is kill Julianna 1 time. See, that's probably pretty obvious, though. She knows exactly where I am now that the guitar music stopped. Maybe I shouldn't do that. My thought was that dude's looking down over the entirety of the lower area, and so removing him is removing like a pretty important pair of eyes.
And I would like to personally welcome you to the first day of your There's only so many hours before the festivities tonight, so get outside and have some fun today.
That's not her, right? That's just an Eternalist responding to seeing that guy get murked. Clumsy. So I'm trying to leave as little sign as possible for Julianna to respond to at the moment. Just want her to have no idea where I am. But at some point we're going to have to do something. What I really want, my fervent hope here, is that I can figure out a way to get a drop on her. Because that's realistically the only way we kill her, right? Which I think means the question is, where do I think she is watching the antenna from? Because that's probably what's happening, right? She's probably just watching the antenna right now. Doesn't look like she's on any of the rooftops that we can see from here. I wonder if we could come down from up there. let's see. Also, I really like the fact that the different builds, like if you encounter a bunch of Juliannas, they're probably going to have different builds going. You know, she has access to like a limited number of trinkets and stuff, so they don't all have the same stuff to begin with. And then on top of that, of course, they're not all going to prefer the same strategies. So you end up fighting all these different Juliannas who are behaving differently, and that really feels like sort of like Juliannas from different timelines. This is cool. The design is really, really cool. I'm not doing very well at it, but it's a very cool design. All right, I do think this is approximately where we want to be. We just want to find her before she finds us. If we see her first, we can do this. Probably. Clumsy, but we got there. So I'm definitely worried about that that turret up on that rooftop. Plus, I think that rooftop has a lot of value as a perch. So let's see if we can get up there. We are definitely not hearing the things that are currently being subtitled to us right now. Hitbox on this wall, maybe not so perfect. Well, I accidentally found the yerba. Some good news here. All right. We're going to grab this. We're going to not read it right
Charlie
now.
used her art pieces. Aww. Cute. So it's the afternoon. Better make sure that fits in my schedule.
We're totally going to read what that says, and we're going to do it later. Okay, I feel like this is maybe too many notifications. Makes me a little nervous, if I'm being honest. Well, I tried to move. Alright, have we considered that she might be invincible? Because that was definitely like a pretty close range face kind of shot with that shotgun there. Which makes me feel like maybe the problem is she's invincible. Granted, again, we're using the worst guns in the entire game. Like, the purple that we have...
Charlie and Fia meet up every afternoon in an underground facility on Freestad Rock. I can remove them both from the equation while they're distracted. Now, I gotta figure out how to kill Wenji at a different time.
Yeah, because obviously we can't be at her lab when she's testing stuff. That's fine. Time is another weapon. How many... Let's just take guesses here. How many dialogue boxes are there going to be for this? It might just be one. I'm guessing 3. Nope. Okay, they did just 1. They outperformed me. All right. So we didn't actually read that thing. This time it's 100% not the game's fault that it's assuming we have information that we don't have. But boy, it sure does do that a whole lot. All right, we're going to go one more time here. And if this is going to be the last time period we attempt for this video either way. And if we can't deal with the Julianna this time, then we will set it to AI Juliannas only for the next episode. Get ourselves through a loop, get infused, get some real weapons, and then turn it back the other way.
I was just thinking.
What do you get out of this? Why are you talking?
It's fun. You know, I was going to tell you something about Harry, but if you don't want me to...
I want to know what the fuck is going on.
Oh, you don't want that. You're looking for purpose.
I'm looking for the fastest way out of this place.
Don't rush it. You used to love it here.
I mean, I'm still having a pretty alright time. This is just awful.
Our first day of chaos is here. I will begin the opening ceremony momentarily in Hangar 2. With a very special guest. Listen and witness us being reborn.
Alright, so we know... Hi. Not too quick, that one.
Not good.
Right now, we got no Julianna. Every person that we killed before Julianna spawns is one less person who can alert her to our position after she spawns, provided that we get a Julianna at all. Okay. What am I getting? Oh, just the bottle, right?
Don't need it.
Okay. Those are trip mine sounds. The Fathoms of Lament. Pretty intense. Okay, well maybe we're just not going to get one this time. I mean, obviously I've said that before. Maybe we should check that out. Maybe we should feel out what that thing is. If it is in fact the case that that we are going to be left to our own devices for this loop. We can also figure out what slab Fia has. Just a slight hesitation there on my part. Had a pretty bad moment, I'll admit. Alright, handy. Wow, I'm surprised that worked at that range. Alright, so let's get Let's make sure we get nice and rich on residuum here, because whatever slab it is that that is in this area, we're gonna want to be able to infuse it after this so that we don't just get killed and lose it. So, hangar 2, right? Are these? Oh, hold on. I care about you a great deal. Yeah, all right.
They just let us help them.
These things numbered in an obvious way? Oh, I guess that's not a hangar. It's a factory or something. All right, well, let's check this one out then. I have no idea where everybody is in here. I feel like it's probably more important than usual to maintain some degree of sneakiness. You know, ordinarily, without the pressure of a Julianna, I am relatively willing to go guns blazing. But let's just be like a little bit careful today. Well, now this is a thing I do not know code for. Oh, apparently there's a hole. All right. Set of tunnels underneath here could be useful for getting in some other time. So nothing here actually matters. I feel like the voice in my head does not have a lot of faith in me, which is disappointing because I think it is me. I mean, that sounds right, but it's still disappointing. All right, I don't think we want to go outside. Definitely voices up and to the right. Also, definitely a lot of explosives around here. Just have to be very... Oh, this doesn't even go anywhere. But it could be made to go somewhere. Wonder if that's the spot. So there's a... Okay, if we were even higher up, there's a way we could cross over there, probably more safely. Again, as ever, nobody ever looks up in one of these games. Did something happen to inner me while I was getting my butt kicked over and over again? Maybe it is the getting my butt kicked over and over again that's causing the problems. It's a complete loss of confidence.
Just in time for the show.
Yes. Wait for this.
Seekers, good morning. Today we mark our first day, not just...
Oh, what? What did I do? They must have seen one of the bodies fall. Okay, we know we can detonate the gas. That door's locked. Where's a red canister that's down there? Okay, but it's just gonna keep pouring in.
Be reborn!
Yeah, come out here and get reborn.
Shit, die! I was reborn!
Okay, we gotta get across. Oh, shit! Yeah, they got grenades. Did I get her? Things blew up in a very serious way. Oh, damn it. Okay. Does that stop the gas from pouring into the room? I can't. It looks like the level's probably not getting any higher. I was trying really hard to blow this up while she was close to it, and it took quite a few shots. The accuracy fall off on the shotguns is very extreme in this game. So is there... Well, I guess at this point I could just use a grenade. Oh, it does look like it's still pouring in. Maybe it just only ever gets that high. Anyway, I should pick up her gun. You know what? I'll drop this. So, poison gas bullets. It seems fine. That seems fine to me. So we got ourselves a bunch of residuum. But also we have no idea how much we actually need. And sadly, I don't feel like we learned very much. She was doing something in here, but we didn't really get to see what it was. When I was young, I felt loved, supported, secure. Even after the loss of my family, I had Eleanor, who was as much a mother to me as the woman who bore me. Eleanor gave me the resources, the time, and the attention I needed to excel in academia, to travel the world and delve deep into our greatest libraries, to achieve my dreams. All the while stealing my family's company from me through stock shares and barristers. It was a murder spanning 14 years, assassination by 1,000 pieces of whispered advice, execution by fine print, a knife behind a smile. Death, however, opens the way for resurrection. Ah, yes, that is thematically appropriate. You're right.
Already got full ammo.
I mean, I have to imagine we're pretty safe here, right? Anybody who is close enough to this area to be a threat to us right now must have come running from all the gunfire. Gratitude is the lifeblood of well-being. Well-being is the nectar of self-actualization. Self-actualization is the sap of success. I remain humble to the gifts I have received since my rebirth. I am conscious of time even in a place where there is none. Now I must perform the ceremony. Afterwards, I will write here 3 things for which I am grateful. Well, I'm kind of curious. what happens if you come here having not killed her in the morning. So yeah, the gas only flows up to this level. Weird. I want in there, which I guess we can probably do. Really? That didn't fire any of those tripwires? Maybe these aren't the things I thought they were. I guess I kind of assumed they were those grenades. Well... Oh, neat. Can you... Yes. Oh, right, we had to use a bullet to press a button on a door when we got the infuser. So that was, in fact, a thing known. It's more fun when it's foam rubber arrows, though. There was a lot going on here, loot-wise. Shoot enemies to tag them. Now there's nowhere to hide. Huh. I don't think that I... The only reason you would ever want to do this is Julianna, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's worth picking up. With so many incredible passions. By the way, I don't know if I don't remember if I said this out loud or not, but I think this device of giving the same interview to each of the visionaries to like really sketch out their character in a very fast way is brilliant. This is a very clever little writing move. With so many incredible passions, how do I organize my time? Well, every moment is a gift, and I account for each second to build a measured corridor of potential. Given my unbelievable success, what is my greatest regret? Regret is but failure to recognize and learn from one's errors. I wouldn't so insult the self, the future, and the past. When did I realize I possess a vision greater than the rest of humanity? Well, in the crash, I was reborn. In rebirth, I found clarity. In clarity, I discovered purpose. What book, song, or play speaks most to my spirit? My spirit is dedicated wholly to the Aeon program, and to each of you. What did I know I had to bring with me to Black Reef? Enlightenment. If you strive for it, seek me out. And as one of the world's greatest living geniuses, do I enjoy finally having a spotlight shining on my work? Oh, the spotlight is an illusion. There's only the truth we seek. Okay, so full-on cult mode, this one. Alright, temporary group channel morning. Colt's decided to break the loop. Yep, he's a danger. Okay, yeah, not a lot of new information here. Private messages with Julianna. They care only for themselves and their little hobbies. Nothing will stop Frank from throwing the switch on his fireworks himself. He's obsessed with it. I love the fact that Julianna's name in the system is Overachiever. So she settled it up here. She has everything she needs. I've got a little place set aside, completely hidden, charted on none of Aeon's maps. After I finish with Amador, I'll make myself scarce. Interesting. So, since she was talking to Amador here, does that mean this is the only way to get her? I wish I had done a better job of not disrupting whatever it was she was doing. We could have a lot more information right now. Some messages between Frank and Harriet. The other night you mentioned something about where the anomaly came from. So they got really drunk, and she said something, and he wants to follow up, and she's being very evasive about it. And do we know Igor? Like, we've seen the name, but I don't know if we really know anything about him. Charlie locked me out of the groups. Holt was in an asylum. Very curious. Very curious stuff. Okay, well, I guess all that's left is to get the hell out of this building. Which is maybe gonna be harder than it seems. Oh, no, that totally does work. I just kind of assumed it wouldn't on account of the doors were not directly interactable. Alright, thanks for the bullets. Well, I guess there's not that much more for us here. We have to hope that we have enough residuum to infuse this slab, which honestly, it's not a great slab. We happen upon another, yeah, this is another one of these little game areas. It's wild. They really just let him do whatever he wants, huh? Well, we'll come back and play his little games sometime when we haven't been going for quite this long. I think for right now, let's just let ourselves out. I am curious what the infusion cost on a slab is going to look like. Shot him right in the guitar. And I gotta say, I'm not super excited about the gun that we got from taking down this visionary either. I don't feel like it's a great one. It's nice to have something else reasonable to infuse. And it's extra nice that it's a gun that uses a different ammo type than our other infused gun. But I don't necessarily see it being the solution to any of our Julianna problems. All right, so we really do need to come back here and observe that ceremony without interrupting it, and maybe try to take those games a little bit more seriously. But like, at this point, I was just trying to take a win, and we got it. You know, a qualified, a partial. We did at least get some gear, though. We're starting to build up. So let's have a quick look at the infusion costs on these things.
Looks like Harriet plays by the protocol's rules. I've got exactly one shot at her. Her morning sermon in Carl's Bay. Ramblin' Frank likes to play with fireworks. Bet you I can see to it that he gets burned.
It is going to be a problem, though, that we're going to have to do her in the morning in Carl's Bay in a place where there aren't any others, because that just increases the pressure on the other 3 portions of our day. Well, we'll figure it out on account of we don't have any other choice. So, 8,000 to infuse you, 15 to infuse you. Do I think this is worthwhile? We can't do both. Well, I might be able to do both. Hold on. Let's look at these new trinkets. Yeah, like some of this stuff is definitely trashable. Let's let's equip what we're going to equip first. So I think we probably want renewable, right? More power is more good. Although, obviously, with the slab we have right now, maybe not super relevant. And then, like, Swift Stitch seems good. And so then we go break down the other ones. Yeah, show only non-equipped. Okay, I still have to hold it. Okay, those give quite a lot, actually. Sorry, so I have to look at this in the infusion menu. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Each slab has 4 upgrades. Find upgrades by collecting the slab again. Okay. Well, we know we're going to be getting that one again. And then we probably should infuse this thing. Okay, so now we have a couple of guns to start with, spending a couple of different ammo types. Running out of ammo does seem to be a real problem in fights with Julianna because she has just an insane amount of health. Okay. It was maybe less progress than I was intending, but it was certainly some progress that we made there. I do believe we are well past the point where I should have called it for the day. Thank you all so much for watching. The thing is, even when I'm just getting like totally rocked and not making any progress, the game is actually still a tremendous amount of fun. It's just, it feels good to be in here and doing the thing. And when you come back next time tomorrow, that's exactly what we will be doing. We'll be getting in there and doing the thing. We're probably going back to Updom. Like, I sure would like that shift. I don't know. Maybe we'd be better off exploring elsewhere, but I feel like shift is table stakes for all the hard work. I don't know. We'll figure it out tomorrow, and we'll see you then.